Have you ever been stuck in a place where you weren't appreciated, where your effort, your time, and your energy seemed invisible to others? It's draining. But let me tell you something. Walking away when you're not appreciated is not just an option, it's your right, it's your power. And today we're going to talk about why that's a game changer. Before you scroll down or hit that back button, listen up. I want you to think about this. Have you ever given everything to someone, poured your heart into something, only to be ignored, overlooked, or even taken for granted? Imagine this: you're a high-powered athlete, constantly training, pushing your body to its limits, but your coach doesn't even acknowledge your hard work. You feel like you were invisible, right? But what if that athlete chose to walk away from that toxic environment? What if they found a place where they were truly valued, where their efforts mattered? They'd rise higher, be stronger, and ultimately find success that was waiting for them outside that cycle of disrespect. Self-worth is not something that can be given to you by others. It comes from within, and it is a deep, unwavering understanding of who you are, what you deserve, and what you stand for. In a world that constantly tries to shape you into something you are not, it's easy to lose sight of your true value. But true self-worth is built on knowing that no one can define your worth but you. At the core of self-worth is self-awareness. It's understanding your strengths, your talents, and your unique qualities. When you recognize what you bring to the table, you stop comparing yourself to others. You stop trying to live up to other people's expectations and start to live by your own values. It's in this space of self-awareness that you can cultivate confidence and begin to assert your boundaries with clarity and conviction. Self-worth is also tied to your ability to say no without guilt. When you truly value yourself, you don't feel the need to please everyone. You understand that your time, energy, and love are precious, and if someone or something doesn't align with your values, it's okay to walk away. Saying no isn't an act of selfishness, but an act of self-respect. You are not obligated to tolerate anything that diminishes your sense of self-worth. When you value yourself, you stop accepting disrespect. Whether in relationships, workplaces, or personal interactions, self-worth allows you to recognize when you're being undervalued or taken for granted. This recognition doesn't mean you hold grudges or become bitter, but you gain the strength to let go of anything that doesn't uplift you. In these moments, you understand that your peace is more important than the approval of others. Building self-worth also means accepting that you are not perfect, and that's perfectly fine. Self-worth doesn't demand perfection, rather, it acknowledges your flaws, mistakes, and imperfections and still sees you as worthy of love, respect, and success. It's about loving yourself through the process of growth, learning, and change. The journey to self-worth is not about being flawless, it's about embracing your authenticity and knowing that you're enough as you are. Self-worth grows when you celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Too often, we wait for external validation to acknowledge our successes. But true self-worth is recognizing that even the smallest victories are worth celebrating. Whether it's completing a challenging task, overcoming a fear, or simply showing up for yourself every day, these moments are a testament to your resilience and capability. Your self-worth is also shaped by how you speak to yourself. The language you use when addressing yourself has a profound impact on your sense of value. If you constantly criticize or belittle yourself, you're reinforcing a negative self-image. But when you speak to yourself with kindness, encouragement, and compassion, you build a positive relationship with yourself. This internal dialogue is crucial in developing a healthy sense of self-worth. Another key aspect of self-worth is your ability to forgive yourself. We all make mistakes, we all have moments of weakness or failure, but self-worth isn't about being flawless, it's about learning to forgive yourself and moving forward. When you hold on to guilt or regret, you tie yourself to the past. Letting go of that weight frees you to step into your potential and embrace the person you are becoming. Self-worth also requires you to surround yourself with people who value and respect you. The company you keep plays a significant role in shaping your sense of self. When you're surrounded by people who lift you up, challenge you to grow, and treat you with kindness, you begin to internalize that respect. Conversely, when you allow toxic relationships to persist, you start to doubt your worth because these interactions send the message that you don't deserve better. Finally, self-worth is about embracing your own power. It's about recognizing that you are capable of creating the life you want, and that your value doesn't depend on anyone else's approval or recognition. When you trust in your abilities and make decisions based on your values, you reinforce your self-worth. This confidence allows you to navigate life's challenges with resilience, knowing that you are worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment. Boundaries are the invisible lines that define what is acceptable and what is not in your relationships, work, and life. They serve as a form of self-protection, allowing you to maintain your emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Setting boundaries isn't about being rigid or unyielding. It's about creating a space where you can thrive without feeling overwhelmed, drained, or disrespected. They are a vital component of healthy relationships and self-respect. One of the most fundamental aspects of boundaries is understanding that they are not negotiable. When you set a boundary, you are communicating a clear message about what you need to feel safe, valued, and respected. Boundaries aren't something to be bargained with or adjusted for the convenience of others. They are non-negotiable in the sense that they are aligned with your values and personal needs. When you compromise your boundaries to accommodate someone else, you begin to lose sight of your own needs and your sense of self. Establishing boundaries starts with self-awareness. You have to know what your limits are before you can communicate them to others. This involves taking the time to reflect on what makes you feel uncomfortable, stressed, or upset. Whether it's people constantly asking for favors, taking too much of your time, or pushing you into situations that drain you, identifying these triggers is the first step towards setting clear boundaries. Without this self-awareness, you risk allowing others to overstep without realizing the toll it takes on you. Communicating boundaries effectively is another crucial element. It's not enough to know your limits, you have to express them clearly and confidently. Many people struggle with this because they fear rejection, confrontation, or the idea of disappointing others. But being direct, firm, and calm when expressing your boundaries is an act of self-respect. It's not about being harsh or unkind, but about honoring your own needs without guilt. When you communicate your boundaries, it sets the tone for how others will treat you. Setting boundaries also involves recognizing that not everyone will respect them. And that's okay. Some people may push back, challenge your limits, or even attempt to guilt you into breaking them. This is where your strength and resolve come in. When someone disregards your boundaries, it's not a reflection of your worth, but rather an indication that they do not understand or respect your needs. You have the right to enforce your boundaries, even if it means distancing yourself from people who consistently overstep. Boundaries are not just about saying no, they're also about saying yes to what truly matters. When you set boundaries, you are actively choosing what you will allow into your life. You are prioritizing your time, energy, and emotions for the things, people, and experiences that align with your values and well-being. Setting boundaries is an act of self-care that empowers you to live a life that reflects your true priorities and aspirations. Sometimes setting boundaries means letting go of toxic relationships or situations that no longer serve you. It may involve walking away from friendships, family dynamics, or work environments that drain your energy or violate your sense of self. While this may be difficult, it's important to remember that your well-being is worth more than maintaining unhealthy connections. In fact, walking away from these situations is often the only way to preserve your mental health and reclaim your power. Boundaries are also fluid and can evolve over time. As you grow, change, and develop a deeper understanding of yourself, your boundaries may shift. What once felt like a firm boundary might become more flexible, or a previously overlooked need might demand more attention. This fluidity requires regular self-reflection and adaptability. It's important to be willing to adjust your boundaries to ensure that they continue to serve your best interests and reflect your current needs. Respecting other people's boundaries is just as important as setting your own. Healthy relationships are based on mutual respect, and part of that respect is honoring the boundaries of others. By being mindful of the limits others set, you create an environment where everyone feels safe, valued, and understood. Just as you expect others to respect your boundaries, you must be willing to do the same in return. This fosters trust and strengthens connections. Finally, boundaries are about protecting your energy. Your time, emotions, and attention are limited resources. Setting boundaries ensures that you aren't giving too much of yourself to others at the expense of your own well-being. When you fail to establish boundaries, you can easily become overwhelmed, burned out, and resentful. But when you set clear boundaries, you preserve your energy for the things that matter most, allowing you to be present, focused, and fully engaged in the areas of life that bring you fulfillment. Respect is the foundation of all healthy relationships, whether they are personal, professional, or societal. It involves treating others with kindness, consideration, and a recognition of their inherent worth. Respect is not something that can be demanded or forced. It is something that is earned through actions, communication, and understanding. It's a two-way street built on mutual acknowledgement of each person's dignity, and it is essential for creating harmonious and meaningful connections. One of the core elements of respect is recognizing and appreciating differences. In a diverse world, people have unique backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. Respect means acknowledging that these differences make each person valuable, even if you don't fully understand or agree with them. When you can accept that people are entitled to their own opinions, beliefs, and lifestyles, you create an atmosphere of inclusivity and tolerance that encourages growth and collaboration. Respect is also about active listening. It's not enough to just hear what someone is saying. You must actively engage with their words and try to understand their perspective. Listening with empathy means being present and fully attentive, not just waiting for your turn to speak. When you give someone your full attention, it shows that you value their thoughts, emotions, and experiences. It's through listening that you can foster deeper connections and solve conflicts effectively. Another key aspect of respect is honoring boundaries. Every individual has limits, whether emotional, physical, or mental, and respecting these boundaries is crucial for building trust and safety. When you acknowledge someone's personal space or their need for solitude, you show that you respect their autonomy. Disregarding boundaries, on the other hand, can lead to feelings of violation, resentment, and mistrust. Respecting boundaries, however, allows relationships to thrive in an atmosphere of trust and safety. Respect is also about being honest and transparent. While honesty might not always be easy, it is an essential part of treating others with respect. Lying or hiding the truth can break trust and make it difficult to maintain a healthy relationship. When you communicate openly and truthfully, even when the conversation is difficult, you demonstrate integrity and authenticity. Honesty builds credibility, fosters understanding, and strengthens the bond between individuals. Respect involves treating others the way you want to be treated. This simple principle, often referred to as the golden rule, encourages empathy and fairness. It requires you to consider the feelings and needs of others and to approach every interaction with kindness and dignity. When you treat people with the same respect and compassion that you desire, you create a culture of mutual care and respect that benefits everyone involved. Self-respect is another crucial component of respect. You cannot truly respect others if you do not first respect yourself. Self-respect involves knowing your worth, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your well-being. It means not allowing others to mistreat you or take advantage of you. When you respect yourself, you are more likely to demand the same level of respect from others. And when you carry yourself with dignity and honor, others are more likely to follow suit. Respect also requires patience and understanding. People are not perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. A person who respects others does not judge them harshly or hold their past mistakes against them. Instead, respect involves offering grace, allowing others the space to grow and learn. It means accepting that people may not always act in ways that meet your expectations, but still acknowledging their worth and potential. Patience, therefore, is a crucial part of respect. When you respect others, you acknowledge their contributions and value their presence in your life. This could mean recognizing someone's hard work, celebrating their achievements, or simply offering a kind word when they need it. Respect is about showing appreciation for who people are and what they bring to the table. It's the little gestures of acknowledgement and gratitude that make a big difference in how individuals feel about themselves and their place in the world. Finally, respect is about treating people with fairness and equality. Every person deserves to be treated with respect, regardless of their background, status, or position. Disrespect based on race, gender, socioeconomic status, or any other characteristic not only harms individuals, but also damages the fabric of society. When you treat others with respect and dignity, you contribute to a more just, compassionate, and equal world where everyone's rights are acknowledged and honored. Self-love is the foundation of a fulfilling life. It is the deep, unwavering commitment to nurturing your own well-being, both physically and emotionally. It's not about being narcissistic or self-centered, rather. It's about recognizing your inherent worth and treating yourself with the same kindness, compassion, and respect that you offer to others. When you love yourself, you create a solid base from which to engage with the world, build healthy relationships, and pursue your dreams. At its core, self-love involves self-acceptance. It's about embracing all parts of yourself, the strengths, the weaknesses, the flaws, and the successes. Rather than focusing on what you perceive as imperfections, self-love encourages you to view them as unique aspects that make you who you are. Accepting yourself fully without judgment frees you from the need for external validation, allowing you to cultivate an inner peace that doesn't rely on the opinions of others. Self-love also means prioritizing your needs and well-being. In a world that constantly demands more from you, it's easy to neglect your own health and happiness. However, self-love reminds you that it's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's necessary. This includes ensuring that you get enough rest, nourishment, and time for yourself. Whether it's taking a walk in nature, enjoying a hobby, or simply resting, nurturing your body and mind is an act of self-respect that enables you to show up more fully for others. Setting healthy boundaries is another expression of self-love. When you truly love yourself, you have the courage to say no to things and people that drain you. Boundaries protect your time, energy, and emotional space, allowing you to conserve your resources for what matters most. This might mean walking away from toxic relationships, avoiding environments that cause stress, or simply giving yourself permission to say no without guilt. Setting boundaries is a form of self-care that honors your right to maintain a peaceful, balanced life. Self-love involves forgiveness, especially of yourself. It's easy to hold on to past mistakes, regrets, and failures, but self-love requires that you let go of these burdens and forgive yourself for not being perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and every mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow. When you forgive yourself, you release the weight of guilt and shame, freeing yourself to move forward with a clear heart and mind. Self-forgiveness also fosters self-compassion, enabling you to treat yourself with the same kindness that you would offer to a loved one in times of struggle. A key part of self-love is self-compassion. This means being gentle with yourself, especially when things aren't going the way you plan. Life is filled with challenges, and when you face setbacks, it's important to treat yourself with care rather than criticism. Self-compassion involves recognizing that you are doing your best, even when things don't go as expected. It's about speaking to yourself kindly, offering yourself encouragement, and not punishing yourself for imperfections or failures. Self-love also means taking responsibility for your happiness. You cannot rely on others to fulfill your emotional needs or make you feel worthy. While relationships can bring joy, the foundation of your happiness must come from within. Self-love empowers you to find joy in your own company, pursue your own passions, and create a life that aligns with your values. It's about recognizing that you are the architect of your own happiness and that it's your right to cultivate a life that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Another essential aspect of self-love is embracing your uniqueness. In a society that often promotes comparison and conformity, self-love encourages you to embrace what makes you different. Your individuality is something to be celebrated, not hidden or minimized. When you love yourself, you honor your distinct qualities, your quirks, and your preferences. You stop trying to fit into molds created by others and instead live authentically, knowing that your uniqueness is your strength. Self-love involves continuous growth and self-improvement. Loving yourself doesn't mean staying stagnant. It means actively seeking to become the best version of yourself. This can involve setting personal goals, learning new skills, and striving for personal growth. However, the key is that you do these things from a place of love, not from a place of self-criticism or pressure. Growth is about expanding your potential while honoring who you are in the process. Finally, self-love is about celebrating yourself. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, focusing on what still needs to be done or what you haven't yet achieved. But self-love encourages you to pause and celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how big or small. It's about recognizing your efforts and acknowledging your progress along the way. Celebrating yourself is a reminder that you are deserving of joy and appreciation, and it reinforces the belief that you are enough just as you are. Growth is the process of evolving, improving, and becoming the best version of yourself. It is a continuous journey that requires intentional effort and the willingness to embrace change. Growth doesn't happen overnight, and it often comes with challenges, setbacks, and uncomfortable moments. However, it is through these experiences that we learn, adapt, and ultimately become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Growth is a mindset, a commitment to constantly pushing yourself beyond your limits and embracing new opportunities for learning and development. At the heart of growth is the willingness to step outside your comfort zone. Comfort zones are places where we feel safe and secure, but they can also limit our potential. True growth occurs when we push beyond the familiar and take risks, even when the outcome is uncertain. Whether it's trying something new, facing a fear, or stepping into a leadership role, growth happens when we challenge ourselves to move beyond the boundaries we've set for ourselves. Growth is also about developing resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. Life is filled with obstacles and challenges, but growth happens when you face these difficulties head-on and refuse to be defeated by them. Resilience is the strength to rise after falling, to learn from failure, and to keep going even when the path seems unclear. The more resilient you become, the more capable you are of handling life's ups and downs, and the greater your capacity for growth. Another key aspect of growth is self-reflection. To grow, you must be willing to examine yourself, your actions, and your beliefs. Self-reflection allows you to gain insight into your strengths and weaknesses, your motivations, and your desires. It helps you identify areas where you need improvement and provides clarity on the changes you need to make. Without self-reflection, growth becomes a reactive process rather than a proactive one, and it becomes difficult to make meaningful progress. Growth also requires the ability to embrace failure as part of the process. Too often, people fear failure and try to avoid it at all costs. However, failure is an inevitable part of growth, and it is often the most powerful teacher. Failure provides valuable lessons that success cannot. It teaches perseverance, adaptability, and humility. When you view failure as an opportunity to learn rather than as a setback, you shift your perspective and open yourself to greater growth. The journey of growth is deeply personal and requires you to set your own goals and define your own success. Success is subjective, and what works for one person may not work for another. Growth is about finding what truly matters to you and taking steps to achieve it, no matter how long it takes. Whether your goal is to improve your health, advance in your career, build stronger relationships, or develop new skills, growth happens when you stay focused on your own path and don't compare your journey to others. Growth also involves continuous learning. To grow, you must always be open to new knowledge, experiences, and perspectives. Whether it's reading books, attending seminars, learning a new language, or seeking mentorship, the pursuit of knowledge is a key driver of personal growth. Learning doesn't stop at school or formal education, it's a lifelong endeavor. The more you learn, the more you expand your potential, and the more equipped you become to handle the challenges and opportunities that life presents. In addition to personal growth, growth can also occur in your relationships. Healthy relationships require effort, communication, and understanding. As you grow, your ability to connect with others, empathize with their experiences, and communicate effectively also improves. Personal growth often leads to stronger, more fulfilling relationships as you learn to show up as your authentic self and offer support and compassion to those around you. Growth in relationships involves learning how to navigate differences, resolve conflicts, and create deeper bonds. Growth is also about mindset. A growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance, is crucial for continued success. When you adopt a growth mindset, you view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow rather than as obstacles to be avoided. This mindset enables you to remain motivated even when faced with setbacks and to continuously seek improvement. A growth mindset is the fuel that propels you forward, even when the journey seems difficult. Finally, growth is about giving back. As you grow and develop, you gain the ability to positively impact others and contribute to the world around you. Growth involves not only advancing your own life, but also using your experiences and knowledge to help others grow. Whether it's mentoring, volunteering, or simply sharing your wisdom, giving back is a natural outcome of personal growth. It's through this act of service that you can make a lasting impact, create meaningful connections, and contribute to the collective growth of society. The power of choice is one of the most significant and empowering aspects of being human. Every day we are faced with decisions, both big and small, that shape our lives and determine our future. The ability to choose is a gift, and it comes with immense responsibility. Our choices define our experiences, our relationships, and the direction in which our lives unfold. Understanding and embracing the power of choice is essential for creating a life of purpose, fulfillment, and growth. The first thing to recognize about the power of choice is that it lies entirely within you. No one else can make your decisions for you. While external circumstances, such as other people's opinions or societal pressures, can influence your choices, ultimately you are the one who decides how to respond. This autonomy over your choices is what gives you control over your own life. The realization that you have the power to choose allows you to take responsibility for your actions and their outcomes rather than blaming others or external situations. Choice is not always easy. Sometimes the options before you can be overwhelming or uncertain. The fear of making the wrong decision can paralyze you, leading to indecision or inaction. However, it's important to understand that making a choice is often more powerful than staying stuck in uncertainty. Even if the decision doesn't lead to the desired outcome, choosing allows you to learn, grow, and adapt. Inaction, on the other hand, leaves you in the same place, preventing any progress from being made. The power of choice also comes with the understanding that every decision has consequences, both immediate and long-term. Some choices may lead to quick rewards, while others may require patience and perseverance to see their benefits. Each choice you make, whether it's in your personal life, career, or relationships, has the potential to change the trajectory of your life. Recognizing this responsibility is key to making decisions that are aligned with your values, goals, and aspirations. When you embrace the power of choice, you start to view challenges and setbacks in a different light. Rather than feeling helpless in difficult situations, you understand that you have the power to choose how you respond. You can choose to learn from adversity, grow stronger, and remain hopeful. You can choose to persevere through obstacles, or you can choose to walk away if the situation no longer serves you. This sense of empowerment allows you to maintain a positive outlook no matter the circumstances. The power of choice is also about taking control of your own narrative. Often we allow others to define us through their expectations, judgments, or limitations. But when you recognize the power of your choices, you realize that you are the author of your own story. You get to decide who you are, what you stand for, and what your future looks like. By consciously making choices that align with your true self, you create a life that reflects your authentic desires and values. One of the most profound aspects of the power of choice is the ability to choose your mindset. How you perceive the world, your experiences, and your challenges is entirely up to you. You can choose to see difficulties as opportunities for growth, or you can choose to view them as insurmountable obstacles. You can choose to focus on gratitude, or you can choose to dwell on what's lacking. By choosing a positive, empowered mindset, you shape the way you experience life and the possibilities available to you. The power of choice also extends to your relationships. You have the power to choose who you surround yourself with and how you engage with others. You can choose to nurture relationships that uplift and inspire you, or you can choose to distance yourself from toxic or draining influences. The relationships you cultivate have a profound impact on your mental, emotional, and physical well-being, and the power to choose whom you allow into your life is one of the most significant decisions you can make. Furthermore, the power of choice is about creating a life that is aligned with your passions and purpose. When you make choices based on your values and what truly excites and fulfills you, you create a sense of direction and meaning in your life. This doesn't mean that every choice will be easy or that you won't face challenges, but by aligning your choices with your deeper desires, you create a sense of purpose that can help you navigate difficult times. Ultimately, the power of choice is about freedom, the freedom to design your life, to make mistakes, to grow, and to change. It's about understanding that even when circumstances are beyond your control, you always have the power to choose how you respond. The more you embrace this power, the more you take ownership of your life, and the more you create the reality that you want to experience. The power of choice is a reminder that at any given moment, you have the ability to choose a new path, a new mindset, and a new future. Letting go is one of the most difficult yet essential actions you can take in life. It involves releasing attachments, whether they are to people, situations, habits, or emotions that no longer serve your highest good. Letting go is not about giving up or abandoning what's important, but rather about creating the space for healing, growth, and new opportunities. It is a powerful act of self-liberation that allows you to move forward without being weighed down by the past. One of the key aspects of letting go is acknowledging that holding on to certain things can be harmful. Whether it's a toxic relationship, an old grudge, or a past failure, clinging to these negative attachments prevents you from fully experiencing the present and moving toward a brighter future. Letting go is not easy. It can bring feelings of grief, fear, and uncertainty. However, by releasing what no longer serves you, you open up space for new, positive experiences and possibilities to enter your life. Letting go requires forgiveness of others and of yourself. Often we hold on to anger or resentment because we feel wronged or hurt. Yet holding on to these emotions only causes further pain, keeping us stuck in a cycle of negativity. Forgiving others doesn't mean excusing their behavior, but rather freeing yourself from the burden of carrying those emotions. Similarly, self-forgiveness is about letting go of the guilt or regret that keeps you anchored in the past. When you forgive, you release the power that past hurts hold over you, allowing you to heal and move forward. Letting go is also about releasing expectations. We often cling to ideas of how things should be, which creates disappointment when reality doesn't meet those expectations. By letting go of rigid expectations, you allow life to unfold as it is, accepting that things may not always go according to plan, but that doesn't mean they won't turn out for the best. When you stop controlling outcomes, you make room for life's natural flow, trusting that the right things will come at the right time. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting, it means accepting. When we try to hold on to everything, whether it's a past relationship, a job, or a lifestyle, we resist change. But change is a constant in life, and resisting it only causes suffering. Letting go means accepting that everything has its season. The people, places, and things that were once a part of your life may no longer be aligned with who you are today. Accepting this reality allows you to move on with grace rather than trying to force something that is no longer meant for you. At its core, letting go is an act of trust. It requires faith that by releasing what you're holding on to, you are making room for something better, even if you can't see it right away. Trust that the universe, God, or whatever you believe in, has a plan for you. When you let go, you're demonstrating trust in yourself in the process of life and in the belief that you are worthy of greater things. Letting go is a leap of faith that can open up new doors and possibilities, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. Letting go also involves detaching from the past. Too often, we allow past experiences to define who we are today. Whether it's the mistakes we've made, the pain we've endured, or the dreams we didn't achieve, these past events can shape our identity in ways that limit us. Letting go means releasing the past hold on you and allowing yourself to redefine who you are. It's about creating space for the person you are becoming rather than being stuck in the person you once were. Letting go can also mean giving up control. We often try to control the people and circumstances around us in order to feel safe or secure. However, This need for control can cause stress, anxiety, and frustration. Letting go of the need to control every aspect of life allows you to experience peace and freedom. It's about trusting that things will unfold as they are meant to and accepting that there are things beyond your control. When you let go of control, you empower yourself to be present and at peace rather than constantly trying to manage every outcome. Another powerful aspect of letting go is the ability to embrace new beginnings. When you release something from your life, whether it's an old belief or a chapter that has ended, you make way for something new. Letting go is an invitation to start fresh, to explore new possibilities, and to open yourself to new experiences. It's the beginning of a new chapter, one where you can choose a different path, pursue new goals, or adopt new perspectives. Every ending is simply a gateway to a new beginning, and letting go is the key to unlocking that potential. Finally, letting go is an ongoing practice. It's not a one-time event, but a continual process of releasing what no longer serves you. As you grow, evolve, and encounter new challenges, you'll find that there will always be something to let go of. Whether it's an outdated belief, a toxic relationship, or a fear that holds you back, the act of letting go is an essential part of personal growth. It's a way of continually clearing space in your life for what truly matters: your peace, your purpose, and your well-being. Confidence is the belief in oneself and one's abilities to succeed, take risks, and face challenges head on. It is the inner strength that propels you to act, to step forward when others might hesitate, and to trust that you can navigate whatever comes your way. Confidence isn't about arrogance or a sense of superiority. It's about self-assurance, authenticity, and the understanding that you are worthy of success, happiness, and respect. It's about believing in your potential and showing up as your true self, no matter the circumstances. At the core of confidence is self-awareness. Before you can be confident in the world around you, you must first be confident in who you are. Self-awareness allows you to understand your strengths and weaknesses, your passions and limitations, and your values. When you know yourself deeply, you are more likely to trust your decisions and actions because you understand what drives you. This self-knowledge gives you the foundation to face any situation with clarity and composure. Confidence is also built on experience. The more you take action, the more you face your fears, the more you learn from both your successes and failures, the more your confidence grows. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand your capacity for handling challenges. You prove to yourself that you can do difficult things, which reinforces your belief in your abilities. Confidence doesn't mean never feeling fear or doubt. It means pushing through them, taking the next step despite the uncertainty. Confidence is also about trusting the process. There will be times when you don't have all the answers, when the road ahead is unclear, and when doubt creeps in. But having confidence means trusting that with time and effort, things will unfold. It's about staying committed to your journey, even when the results are not immediately visible. Trusting the process allows you to remain grounded and focused on your long-term goals rather than being distracted by short-term challenges. Another crucial aspect of confidence is body language. How you carry yourself physically can have a profound impact on your self-perception and how others perceive you. Standing tall, making eye contact, and speaking clearly are all signals that you believe in yourself. When you carry yourself with confidence, it not only makes you feel more assured, but it also invites respect and admiration from others. Confidence in your body language reinforces the message that you are capable and competent. Confidence also involves the ability to say no. It's about setting healthy boundaries and not allowing others to overstep or drain your energy. When you are confident in your worth and your values, you are able to assert yourself and make choices that are in alignment with your best interests. Saying no is a powerful way to protect your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. It's an act of self-respect and a sign that you are clear on your priorities and limits. A confident person does not seek validation from others to feel secure. While support and encouragement from others can be uplifting, true confidence comes from within. It's about believing that you are enough regardless of external opinions. When you no longer rely on the approval of others to validate your worth, you free yourself to pursue your own path and make decisions that are true to your values and desires. Confidence allows you to embrace who you are without seeking constant reassurance or trying to please everyone. One of the most powerful forms of confidence is self-compassion. Being kind and patient with yourself during times of failure or struggle is essential for maintaining confidence. Confidence isn't about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about embracing your flaws, learning from them, and giving yourself permission to grow. When you treat yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you would offer a friend, you build an inner strength that fosters long-lasting confidence. Finally, confidence is an ongoing practice. It's not something that happens once and then remains constant. Confidence requires daily nurturing and attention. It involves consistently challenging yourself, embracing new experiences, and actively choosing thoughts and actions that reinforce your self-belief. The more you invest in building your confidence, the more natural it becomes to trust yourself and your abilities. It's a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it, and it empowers you to face life with courage, clarity, and conviction. Remember, the hardest part is often the first step. But once you take it, the universe opens up opportunities that are aligned with your true worth. So I want you to ask yourself right now, what's your next move? Are you going to keep settling? Or are you going to walk away from what's holding you back? Take that step. And when you do, the world will open up to you. Like this video if you're ready to walk away from anything or anyone that doesn't appreciate you. Subscribe for more motivational insights and share this with someone who needs to hear it today. Comment below with how you've taken control of your life and stepped into your power. Your best life is waiting, you just have to choose it.